What is up, guys? Welcome on back to the channel. And today we got to talk a little bit about some more inside information that just came in. CTC closing and just so much more. This is ridiculous. Roll the intro. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about some inside information that I was blessed with. I got right here. I'm going to go through it. Now, I got to protect the people that send me this information. So I'll put it like this. You can either believe it or you can take it with a grain of salt. But I think my track record here has been pretty solid. That said, good evening, TK. I enjoy watching your videos. I don't want to say what he does or any of that stuff, but he says, we're told there's another mass layoff coming at the end of this month. Carlos Tavares' plan is to shut down the CTC, the Chrysler Tech Center, by the end of 2025. That much we already knew, right? That's why they had BYD touring the facility. It's for sale. Just like Brampton, CTC, all of that is for sale, okay? The first floor is primarily garages. Parts that have to be investigated for environmental stress cracking, impact energy go to a materials lab. That lab no longer is taking parts. Wow. And has told me parts have to get shipped to India. So they're going to do, I guess they're going to do their I'm assuming this is an engineering lab. So that must mean that they're going to send all that stuff to India. The labs / garages are slowly shutting down at CTC. Now, I know that already because this is like the 50th probably email that I've got from people, engineers that got cut when they cut SRT and other engineers that they let go of in the last 8 months. The labs and garages are slowly shutting down at CTC, and the work is being sent to LCCs, is what he calls it, low-cost countries. Yeah, they're sending it to Brazil and to India. I talked about this a while ago, and everybody was like, "Duh, they'll never do that. It's not going to happen. They won't be able to support it." But what happened? He did exactly that. They have just about eliminated all the design release engineers that have worked at CTC as local American engineers and sent their jobs to Santa Fe, Mexico, where the new North American Tech Center will be located. Really? Not New Mexico, Mexico. Interesting. The move to have all of the design release engineers moved to Mexico has ensured that all problems local to Michigan plants cannot get resolved by the DREs who own those problems because they're in Mexico. This is why the local plants' quality have gone to hell. This has been the plan all along. Push out all the experience, push out the DREs, and replace them with engineers in low-cost countries with no experience, so then the quality can go to hell. None of us left can figure out why they would take a company making billions and tank it. These are the plants, right? And they talk about all the different stuff that's being done. And these are all of the plants with all the manufacturing that Carlos Tavares, and I have all the plant, I have everything right here. This, and I don't want to like leak who my source is, but I'll put it like this. There is a reason, I'll just say this, there is a reason that executives keep resigning, quitting, and retiring. All right? I can tell this is not a lot of the information that I get are not from just, I mean, yes, I do get information from low level people, guys that work on the floor. I love that info. Tells me what's going on at the plant at that day, at that time. I love that information. But a lot of my information I get are from executives, some of them senior executives that are tired of Carlos Tavares and the Mickey Mouse BS that Stellantis is pushing on FCA. That's just facts. So here's some of the plants that Carlos Tavares wants to move manufacturing from to Mexico. You got the TNAP, which is the Toledo North Assembly Plant, which manufactures the JL Wrangler. You got the TSAP, which is the Toledo South Assembly Plant, which makes the JT Gladiator. You got the Warren Truck Assembly Plant, which makes the Jeep Wagoneer and the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. And then you got some other ones that they're looking at cutting shifts from: Detroit Assembly Complex, WL74 and WL75, 2 and 3 row Jeep Grand Cherokees. You got the Jefferson North Assembly Plant. We already knew that with Dodge, with the Dodge Durango and the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Belvedere, which was supposed to open and make a new, smaller electric Jeep, which was on plan. See, this is the kind of stuff that the UAW, if they get a hold of this information from the people that are, and this is crazy because I know a lot of these guys are UAW members, including some of these engineers and these executives. So the fact that the UAW has this information and has done nothing to Stellantis means that the leadership at the UAW is 100% complicit in all of this. I just have to be honest here. Like, the fact that UAW maybe they made a big stink, the leadership, about what was going on with Belvedere and, honor your commitments, blah, 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 with Sean Fain, honor your commitments, he said at the convention, right? Yet, he's known for 5 months, there's been conversations between the leadership of the UAW and Stellantis that they weren't opening that during this contract. It's a distraction. It's a distraction to keep the workers from probably booting him out as president. That's my guess. But Belvedere Assembly Plant used to make Jeep Cherokees, has been dead for a while. Are supposed to make a new small Jeep EV that is now being moved to Argentina. Interesting. You got the Windsor Assembly Plant, which makes the Pacifica, not going anywhere, and the LB Dodge Charger EV, which I think is funny. They said that no one will purchase. They just had to add that little piece in there. You got the TAP, which is the Toluca, Mexico Assembly Plant, not going anywhere. You got the Saltillo Assembly Plant, Ram Heavy Duty Trucks, not going anywhere. And then you have the Sterling Heights Assembly Plant, or SHAP, which makes the Ram trucks and the new EV truck, which probably isn't going to sell either. But they're trying to move Ram 1500 manufacturing, which I guess takes place at SHAP, to Mexico completely. And this comes, and I have 3 different emails that I'm pulling from my notes from all this information. Some from engineers, some from executives, some from people that are at CTC. Sorry guys, I got distracted. Not only do we have Freedom that regularly flies over the house here, F-22 Raptors and F-15 Eagles and things of that nature, but we also have animals occasionally that claw. And there was literally a cat that I see all the regular. You guys see him, I've posted him before. And Snowball was just pawing at the window to be like, come feed me, mofo. Anyways, so let me, now that I just got done feeding the cat, let me finish this up. So basically, where the Rams are going to move is to Saltillo, or S-T-S-A-L-T-I-L-O, double L means a Y, right? Saltillo. To build the Ram 1500, as they already build the Ram 2500 and 3500. CTC will be closed 100% by the end of 2025 by the directors. Quality Engineering Center, about 1 mile from CTC, has been on the chopping block for a year and been told that will be shut down within 2 years due to a lease needing to run out. So at least the Quality Engineering Center will be there at least for the next 2 years. Those DREs no longer exist, so QEC is near dead as warranty parts are being shipped back to plants where they sit and collect dust. Interesting. Next launching vehicles in order are the LB EV Dodge Charger, the KM49 EV Jeep, the KM74 EV Jeep, the EJ EV Jeep, and the C6X EV. None of these vehicles, due to internal polling, they know are going to sell. I wonder if they're doing it just for the government subsidies at this point, because the government is giving them hundreds of millions of dollars. It is what it is. So, interesting. Now, one of this comes in from, people that work with, not actual engineers, but work with the engineering department there. Some of the information comes in from an executive that works at Stellantis. And some of the other stuff, that's like coming vehicles and things of that nature. And some of the other stuff comes from people that work on the floor. But a lot of people are upset and worried about what's going to happen with CTC and with them parading different company people around. Now, we broke the story about BYD coming through there and what were they doing there. And I'm waiting for confirmation because I've only heard this from one other employee now so far, is there is another company, another Chinese company that has been walking through CTC. Now, are they going to sell it to them? I don't know. Were they just visiting? Are they partnering together on an EV or something? Again, I don't know. I've only got this report from one employee so far with a picture, and I'm trying to verify that this photo of this person actually works at this company in China. And when I do, best believe, I'm going to make a video about it, especially if I get any other corroborating information. But there you have it. It doesn't look good for the workers in America. If you're a union employee, your leadership is systematically selling your ass out. There's nothing else I can tell you. And I know some of you guys are diehard, super pro your leadership, but I can tell you right now, and I got no dog in this hunt. I got no dog in the fight. Don't care. Doesn't affect me in the slightest. It don't. Because here's the thing. Why I am a Dodge guy and I love Mopar. I'm also a BMW guy, and I can go full BMW and I won't care at all. Won't give a shit. It's just straight up. Just being honest with you. So I'm not losing anything by this happening, okay? I'm just giving you the information as I get it. It's something I've done for 20 plus years. And it's, for some reason, people like to tell you stuff. If they know it's available, they want to tell, and they think you have a voice, they want the information to get out there, they give you the information. And that's the info I got today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I don't know what happens after this. I really don't. I feel bad for the employees. I feel bad for fans of Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. I just don't think it's going to go on. I think they're going to run the companies completely into the ground, maybe file for some sort of bankruptcy and then offer the companies back to the U.S. government. Or at that point, they'll be worthless. When are we going to get them back? In like 2030, 2032, when it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.